Sichtbarkeit, weil für uns ist es total wichtig, jungen Lesben zu zeigen, dass wir existieren. Wir sind total wütend, traurig, dass so viele junge Lesben in diesem Transkult, in dieser Transideologie reingerutscht sind. Und es ist für uns so wichtig, dass wir zeigen, dass es okay ist, wie wir aussehen, was wir tragen, ob wir lange Haare haben, kurze Haare haben, das ist scheißegal, wir sind Lesben, we are sisters. And now I'm passing on to Sarah. Thank you very much, women. We love you!
Hello.
Hello!
I first want to thank Radfem Berlin, especially Anna, for inviting Get the Out here.
Thank you!
It's an honor for me to be here and meet a part of this new emerging feminist movement in Germany. So this summer, I realized that I entered the radical feminist movement 5 years ago after an event, a radical feminist event in 2017, when I was 23. When I think about me and the movement today, I'm very proud of the progress made by radical feminist ideas and activists over the years everywhere in the world.
Wir schaffen das!
When I felt alone and isolated as a radical feminist in 2017, I could have never imagined back then that 5 years later I'd be speaking here as part of a group like Get the Hell Out. I could not have imagined that in those 5 years I would see lesbian groups showing lesbian visibility against lesbian erasure by transgenderism in the UK, Mexico, Brazil, France, US, Canada, Argentina, South Korea, Peru, and many other countries where we have seen lesbians mobilizing. And special congratulations to the lesbians here in Germany who have been organizing groups or protesting dyke marches like this year in Cologne and Berlin and other cities. Other cities I don't remember. Which one?
Hamburg.
Hamburg.
Bremen.
Bremen as well.
Ja. Bellingham, ja.
All these lesbian and radical feminist initiatives are great sources of inspiration for us at Get the Hell Out. And so, about this realization that I became a lesbian radical feminist activist 5 years ago, it is through this gathering that my life completely changed. Being surrounded by women and the majority of lesbians from many different paths of life felt so much like paradise that the urge to share this feeling with as many women as possible has never left me since. Of course, in 5 years of activism, I had plenty of time to realize that women-only spaces are not actually paradises, and that women's relationships with each other are sometimes very challenging, even including radical feminism. But in spite of these challenges, I can't help myself but hoping for and working towards building a strong radical feminist movement and politics with lesbians and all women who want to take that specific road too. The same way the organizers of this radical feminist event in 2017 have inspired me to live a woman-centered life dedicated to our liberation, I want Get the Hell Out to inspire lesbians to put lesbian first, because if we don't do it, who will? Certainly not the heterosexual society, too busy, heterosexual society, too busy cutting off our breasts, or telling us that we haven't met the right penis yet, or depicting us crazy or dangerous. Who's gonna take care of us? Certainly not the left wing, certainly not the right wing, certainly not the anarchists, certainly not any type of male politics. So we have to do it, and I hope some lesbians here want to do it too. That's why I've been involved in this feminist fight against transgenderism and going to pride marches. I think there are many ways to oppose transgenderism, including a lesbian radical feminist way, which is too often overlooked. I believe there are ways to defeat this men's sexual rights movement that can both shake the whole patriarchy and rebuild lesbian communities, culture, and politics. Such endeavor is always met with challenges within the movement. That's why it's so important to have as many lesbians as possible choosing to spend time and energy on taking seriously our community and politics and make it a better place for an increasing number of lesbians. One of my reasonable dreams is to see an international movement of dozens or even hundreds of lesbian and radical feminist groups, both working together against the patriarchy and creating an alternative world for lesbians and all women.
Yeah!
I think if I don't see women's liberation in my lifetime, at least it's reasonable to think, to hope that we can have dozens of lesbian radical feminist groups in Europe, for example. The past few years have seen hundreds or maybe even thousands of women around the world turn to radical feminism. It's really recent. I've been lucky enough to meet dozens, even hundreds of them. And thanks to the work of feminists who came before us, many women my age or younger now can see the problem of queer and porn culture and want radical feminism. Lesbian radical feminists are, for me personally, one of my priorities, and this is with them that I want to build a future with, so we can have a stronger voice together, radically influence the world, and be there for each other. If we manage to create a strong, long-lasting and flourishing movement of women who are autonomous, women-centered, free and equal, can you imagine how many opportunities we would be able to give to all women? I want to finish this intervention by reading a poem written by a woman who is not a radical feminist nor a lesbian, but it's a really great poem. It's a poem called An Ode to Fearless Women, so it's an ode to all of us here right now. So, I think your bones were made in an elsewhere place. How else does one explain this inconceivable strength that makes you? The way you look into danger's mouth and see no cemetery or death. Instead, carve your name into its teeth with a switchblade, defeat it so effortlessly, and throw your head back and laugh. Paradox girl, mighty woman, you are the thing that terrifies them. Both monster and maiden, both cure and poison, all of these things, and at the same time human. Defined by no man, you are your own story, blazing through the world, turning history into her story. And when they tell you about all the things you cannot be, you smile and tell them, I am both war and woman, and you cannot stop me. Yeah.